Hello everybody, welcome back to What If Belle Had Crown Clown Part 2. Where we left off was the party in the Freya household for Belle because he leveled up to level 2. And him kind of beating his, well, his members' asses at poker. Which he cheated very well, and nobody noticed. And Bill got a lot, and I mean a lot of respect from his poker game, his poker friends now. As they end off, as we time skip to him and him getting to the armory shop, he found, well, kind of shouting at the shopkeep to let him buy let him put his work in the shop. And the shopkeep keeps saying no, and as Belle said, if he knows anyone named Wolf Crozos any armor that was made by Wolf Crozo. As Wolf was laughing because he was surprised on that somebody actually bought his stuff. And they were talking and they came with a deal. Decided on a deal. If Belle let him join his party and he he'll make armor for him, weapons and armor for him. Belle said that he didn't need weapons, but thank you. Wolf was quite confused and said, "Why don't you need weapons?" "Because I have a certain skill that gives me a very powerful boost. So I don't have to hold that much stuff." Wolf was quite interested, so he asked Belle if he could show him. So he activated Crown Clown, and Wolf was surprised on what he sees, and amazed on what his left arm looks like. He was both scared and excited on what gonna go down in the future. So, as Belle and him got quite close, and so him and his party decided to go down to the dungeon. Everything happens as in canon, just Belle doing a little better, but still having a little trouble keeping his party members safe. They all went down to the safe zone floor, but still had to meet with the boss monster. They escaped, but Belle got knocked. Him and his familiar got really knocked out. I mean, party. Sorry. And lucky for them, the Loki familiar was there, and they healed them. And when Belle and his party woke up, everybody was was ready to go, they decided to check out the town and see what's there. Lucky, and everybody saw that everything was quite expensive, which pissed them off because nothing should be that expensive. But lucky for them, Belle had some money on them and had enough to buy them the things they wanted. They were happy and on what they got, so they thanked Belle for that, for their gifts. Lily was more happy because of that, because Belle bought her a present. And uh, and Freya came down to the dungeon, decided to break the rules, and came down to the dungeon because she was worried about her Belle, because she actually has a crush on him. If you haven't watched my videos, as she went her down to the dungeons with some of her familiar members, she got there and saw Belle and Lily. She was happy and ran up and hugged them all, which surprised them, but happy to see her too. Belle. Then the girls decided to go to the hot springs and take a little bath to soothe their souls too. Hermes was there as well, so he took Belle and do the perverted thing he did. Belle was kind of pissed, so in a way he kicked Hermes off the tree and into the bath. All the girls saw Hermes, but not Belle because he disappeared before anyone saw him. As Hermes said, "Belle!" really angry and fearful for his life because the girls are gonna beat him up. So no one knew about that Belle was there too. As Belle was exploring, he accidentally stumbled on the same elf that was on the job with the same restaurant. He asked her what she's doing here. She said that she just wanted to help get you out of this place. Belle was actually thankful and thanked her. She decided to bring him to her familiar's graveyard. When Belle saw this, he was saddened and decided to pray for them because Alan's thing is still in him, so he has some of Alan's personality, and prayed to them, saying, "Let them go to salvation." And she was thankful for that, and decided to pray with him too. Then the day on where the behemoth attacked, They all were surprised, but Belle was already in action because there's no time to be surprised. Everyone started fighting the behemoth and all the monsters. Then the behemoth backhanded Belle into the wall. Belle grunted and was unconscious as he went into his mind state. And Alan said, "Come on, you can do better than that." I know, but how can I beat something that has so tough of a hide? Use the power of Crown Clown's true abilities. Wait, I thought I already did. No, you just used its first form. It's to go into your second form. Grab your arm and pull it off. And I mean the claw arm. Wait, why? You'll see, just do it. As he gained consciousness again, waking up, he did so, and he was surprised to see that his arm turned into a giant sword with a cross on it, and said, "Wow! So this is Crown's true form. Huh. This is gonna be fun." And as he went and killed and killed some of the monsters and start fighting the behemoth, the sword was sharp as hell, cutting deep into its skin and stabbing through it as well. As Belle got it to its last strength, Belle plunged the sword right through the behemoth's head, killing it. Everyone was excited that they won, and everyone was surprised on what Belle did. Everyone was happy that they won against the monsters and the behemoth. Took them a while, but still, it was good to know that they're safe now. As we time skip to the day when where Belle and his party was doing very well for themselves, making a name. Everyone knows that they are amazing. And Belle actually leveled up to level 3. Which everyone was surprised on how fast he leveled up. And as I think Apollo's familia went and challenged them, they fought it out, and of course Belle and his party won. And then the day of the party, I think. The party was going well, and Freya decided to ask Belle if he could dance with her. He obliged and danced with her while using Crown Clown because he felt good in that state and thought it would be a nice way of looking for her. And she was blushing very heavily because Belle looks very good with Crown Clown on. As Belle and her danced the night away, actually making a crowd around them seeing their beautiful dance. And Freya was very surprised that Belle can dance so well. Then something caught Belle's attention. A piano. Freya noticed this and said, "You want to play? You know how to? Do you know how to play the piano?" Uh, no, but I want to try. Well, go for it. No one's stopping you. Alright. As he sat down and getting ready to play the piano, he just heard. Then a image popped up in his. Then Tim Campy just popped out of nowhere. As Bella said, "Whoa, Tim Campy! Where did you come from?" As Tim Campy opened up its mouth, showing its sharp teeth, everyone was kind of scared, and showed showed an image of symbols around the circle and something in the center. Everyone was confused on this, and Belle just gone into a trance-like state and start playing this song. By the way, this song isn't mine. It's made by Lee and Lee, so go check her out. She's very good at making English dubs for the songs. Everyone was surprised that he's doing well, came around him and let's start listening to him. Then they heard an echo coming from his arm that looks a little destroyed, a little burnt. And he started singing as well, surprising everyone, even Freya. And she was blushing very hard because his voice was beautiful. He had a beautiful voice. Like I said, I don't own this song. Check out D&D to because she makes amazing English dub songs of Japanese songs. So basically, when Bell pressed the last note, Tim Campy closed his mouth and his went to the hood of Crown Clown and named there, sleeping. Everyone was cheering him on of his amazing performance, while Freya was just sitting there quietly blushing very hard. As she walked up to him and asked if this was the first. I thought this was the first time you played the piano. It was, actually. I guess I'm a prodigy. Everyone was surprised. They thought he was playing the piano for his whole life. But they didn't mind it and thought he was like a prodigy. And went back to their and decided to ask him for recommend songs for him to play as everybody was listening. Then Apollo decided to challenge Bell as a punishment doing for actually kind of hurting his familia. I don't know what it was named, but just so you know, Bell and his party beat them senseless. So they won easily, and the Freya familia got more income. So yeah. And as for and the day of and when they went to sleep at the end of the day, Alan said, "Nice job. That song, I always love that song." Wait a minute. Silver Eyes Trembling. That song was meant for you, wasn't it? Alan said, "Yeah, it was made from my adopted father, Mana. I missed him. But I shouldn't mourn for death for too long, should I? Not really. Besides, I'm sorry he wouldn't want you to wear his mask for far too long." Right. But you did well, even though you didn't play the piano at all. Then, okay. So, what are we gonna do now? You should go back to sleep. You had a very eventful day. Alright. Good night, Alan. Good night, Belle. Then that when he left his mindscape and gone back to sleep, Lily and Freya sneaked into his room and slept right next to him. Bill was, Alan was actually smiling a very, very big grin and saying, "Well, Bill, Can't wait to see your reaction when you wake up. As morning comes, Belle woke up to see Freya and Lily actually hugging him while sleeping. Belle got embarrassed and fainted, being overloaded with embarrassment. And Alan was laughing his head off, seeing that. And when all of them woke back up, all of them were kind of embarrassed, blushing a lot. As they all came back to their senses, Freya actually asked Lily and Belle if they could hang out with each other. Belle didn't mind, and Lily actually wanted it too. Then, as Freya and Lily gone out of Belle's room and walked a certain distance away so he couldn't hear them, Freya told Lily that this we both like him, don't we? As Lily was blushing a little hard and said, "Yes, well, let's just make this act like a date that Belle wouldn't know about." Lily blushed a little more and said, "Wait, but how would he choose then?" Hmm? Which one would he choose, me or you? Well, if he couldn't choose, I don't mind sharing. She blushed and said, "Okay." They went to the baths to clean up, and Bill decided to use Clown and some of his regular clothes. In this, Bill can control the sharpness of his left arm. I think it's the left arm. I don't remember. To not hurt anybody. It will still strike fear to some people, but at least it won't hurt his loved ones. As the girls were already ready to go, they were outside of the household. Belle appeared right in front of them, scaring them because he had his mask on. They were kind of mad, as Lily was shouting at him to not scare her ever again, while Belle was laughing. They went on their way on their little date, even though Belle didn't know it was a date. They had a good time were were having fun. And as the day was coming to an end, they went back to the household. When they got into where their rooms would be, Lily and Freya kissed him on the cheeks, saying thanks for the good time. Belle was stunned by this action and says, "You're welcome." As they both ran off to their rooms, Belle was brushing his head off, while Alan was snickering, saying, "Nice job, 2-1." As Belle said, "Stop that!" as he went to his room and crashed. And that's where I'm gonna leave it off, everybody. Thank you for watching, and like and subscribe, and remember, that music was not mine. So go check out the original creator, Lian Lee, and have a good day. See ya.